So tell me about specifically about Mike Ward's. How long have you guys been selling safes in the business? Tell me about
We've
that.
actually been selling safes since 1988 in this location.
Okay.
We got into the business. We moved over to this location, like I said, October of 1988, and began to sell a lot of hunting items. That's why we moved over here. And so we picked up the safe line, and it became more and more popular, and so we decided that that would be a thing that would be good for us.
Okay. But then y'all went to safes only. When did you go completely safes only where you have like an entire outlet store?
2005.
Okay, 2005. And y'all are like one of the biggest, probably like on the Gulf Coast in Alabama?
Sure.
Like, what, is that, I mean,
Yes.
Okay.
We are. You don't see anything like this anywhere else. We are in the safe business. This is what we do. It's an interesting story, but 1998, I decided that we needed to be an outlet store. And by being an outlet store, I meant we would carry safes with blemishes. We would have a few scratch and dents, and outlets were very popular at the time, so I thought that would be a great thing to do, and so that's what we began to do in 1998.
Cool.
We put the safe in the air,
Uh-huh.
and
the big yellow safe, right?
that's right. It was all a vision of what the safe business could be. And so that's where we started, and then we just began to push the name Liberty because they were an up and growing company. They really care about their customers. That was really, we sold Browning and Liberty at the time, but we sold more Liberty than anything else. So that's what took off, and now we sell 5 different brands, and we try to carry only American-made product. We do have some imports in here,
Sure.
but mostly we have American-made product.
Okay. And so what are the 5 brands? So Liberty,
Browning,
Browning,
American Security,
American Security,
Fort Knox,
Rhino
Works.
Rhino Works. So that, and how did you go about finding that? I mean, I'm sure you've seen, there's probably more than that out there, right? Like a lot of brands out there?
Absolutely.
So, okay.
What we tried to do was have something in the store for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you have $500 or maybe even less than that, but we wanted to have an answer for everybody.
Cool.
And that's how we began to eliminate also. We began to eliminate the companies that did not stand behind their product, that maybe had a 1-year warranty rather than a lifetime warranty. Because that's the most important thing. You got to have service after the sale, and if you don't have service after the sale, then you really have nothing.
Good point. So you're saying, so you filtered through companies that maybe were good or seemed good, but then you said, oh, whoa, you're not standing behind your product for like lifetime or long term or whatever.
Right.
Interesting. So who you're left with right now, so you're only carrying ones that you think are, I guess, one solid products, but they stand behind their...
They stand behind their product.
Okay.
They, some of them have a 5-year, most of them have a 5-year warranty on the lock, and
Okay.
the lock is the most important thing.
Okay.
So
why is the lock the most
oh
important?
my goodness, if you can't open your safe.
Yeah.
You don't have anything.
Yeah.
If you can't get into the safe when you want to, then you don't have anything.
So what happens with so another company that's not one of the 5 that you guys carry, if something happens with the lock, like what do they do? What happens? Like what's the
Good
process?
question. Well, it's a
Are you just
big
out of
problem.
luck and your stuff's locked in the safe?
Oh yeah, you can call a locksmith,
Okay.
and the locksmith can come and open the safe for you and charge you a lot of money.
Okay.
Or you can try to buy from a company that's going to support you and have longer than a year, hopefully, on their lock, because that's the most important part of your safe. And American-made products sometimes just have better quality. They're just built better. They're put together better. I think. I mean, I'm not kicking overseas stuff, but
Sure.
I'm just saying that we know that the steel that is used in the American-made product is generally an American steel.
Okay.
Not all companies do that. Sometimes they'll import it and then they call it their own. But for the most part, we just stayed with companies that really proven themselves to care about the customer.
So you're saying like the quality of the material itself, the steel, like that itself makes a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
In the make of the safe.
Exactly.
How many Any idea, like, how many safes y'all have on the floor? I know y'all have a ton of
Somewhere
product.
between 150 to 250. I mean, it just depends on if you include the pistol vaults and all of those. And so, yeah, and then the hide in the plain sight safes too.
Yep.
Those are really small little items, but they take up not very much room, but they can be used to store things also.
Yeah, very good. So 150. So literally, I could probably come in here and spend hours, like, look at everything.
Oh, if you had,
if I had that time, right? I mean, I could walk through and slowly examine everything. I mean, I could spend a day. Cool.
Sure.